There's something a little bit different on Read to Lead for you. I've been doing some research for my next fiction book, the one that will wrap up the Gaia series. It's called Olympus Dawn, and it will be set on Mars. So I've been doing a lot of research on Mars, and I've just finished this book, A City on Mars, by Kelly and Zach Wienersmith. And the subtitle is, Can We Settle Space? Should We Settle Space? And have we really thought this through? So it's a counterpoint to all the space geek enthusiasm, myself included, that say, yes, let's build moon bases on the moon. Let's go to Mars and build communities there. Let's get off planet Earth and be an interplanetary civilization. So the future of consciousness and humanity has a future. That was a bit redundant, but you get the point. What I love about this book is that it takes a really rational, detailed approach to looking at all the arguments for settlement elsewhere, colonization, whatever term you want to use. They use settlement because of the non-loaded aspect to it, unlike colonization. It looks at all the practicalities and the ethics and the legalities of trying to set up another ecosystem, a social ecosystem on a different place like the moon, which has no carbon, no atmosphere, not much going for it except for a lot of dust. Or Mars, which has more things that are worthy to it compared to the moon, but it's still a very long, long way to go. Why do I raise this as a read to lead? Because I think it raises some of the concerns around corporate feudalism and corporate paternalism that could potentially be involved in the space race in terms of organizations going to another planet to set up communities on that planet and provide you with everything. So if you go with, let's say, SpaceX to Mars, and you're part of the group that goes to set up a community on Mars, you've become beholden to SpaceX, which has its risks of exploitation. That's what old company towns did. They kind of had everybody beholden to them as they had accommodation and income all tied up into one. So we want to avoid corporate feudalism and corporate paternalism, and really ask the question, how easy or hard will this be? This book says it'll be pretty darn hard. We should wait till we have a lot more things figured out, and we need to send a lot of people over to make it work, in the order of, let's say, 100,000 people to be able to actually properly self-sustain for everything that you need, from services to growing food to fixing things to population diversity, etc. So it wasn't the good news story I was hoping for when I looked at colonizing Mars or sending people to Mars, but it gives me really good food for thought in terms of what our future could be and what could we shape on the planets of the future.